So we've been over here just living it up with our awesome hot tub. It's really nice to have a place to go after a long work day and just relax. But it dawned on us, summer isn't going to last forever. Now we know you can use traditional hard shell hot tubs in the wintertime, but what about an inflatable hot tub? Can they withstand the winter? Well, we looked into it and the answer is a resounding yes. While the cold weather might be telling you, heck no, with the right precautions and maintenance and some other tips that we're going to be going over in this video, hot tubbing this winter is going to be a heck yes in your inflatable hot tub. Now before we begin, as we go through this video, we're going to recommend several products and accessories. Just as a disclaimer, we've included affiliate links in the description and the comments, and if you use those links to purchase these items we're talking about, we may earn a commission. That being said, we keep our opinions and recommendations completely honest. You see, we want you to have the best experience possible with your hot tub, and we want to be honest with you so you keep coming back to our channel for more recommendations. When using your tub during the winter, one of the biggest things that you're going to be focusing on is keeping the water warm despite the cold temperatures. We'll provide some information to help you with that, but it's also important to be safe out there. Wet and cold don't always mix very well. Enjoy your warm, relaxing soak in your spa, but be careful not to catch hypothermia on your way out. Step 1, insulating your hot tub. When using your hot tub in colder weather, probably the most important thing that you're going to need to ensure is that the water doesn't freeze. The first step is to insulate your hot tub. Proper insulation is crucial for retaining heat in your tub. Insulating an inflatable jacuzzi differs slightly from insulating a traditional permanent installation. While inflatable spas may not provide the same level of insulation as their permanent counterparts, there are still a few steps that you can take to improve their heat retention and efficiency. Make sure that the seams and valves don't have any leaks. Properly inflate your hot tub and, if needed, use an airtight patch or repair kit to fix any leaks. It's easier to maintain your spa's temperature if there aren't any leaks. Next, lay down a ground cloth or insulating mat beneath your jacuzzi. This will create a nice barrier between the spa and the cold ground. Applying additional insulating materials to cover the jacuzzi's wall will also help to retain heat. One option to do this is to wrap the tub with insulating sheets or blankets. Secure them tightly around the tub and be careful not to interfere with any air vents or control panels. Another thing that you can invest in is a heater for your jacuzzi. This will supplement the jacuzzi's heating system and ensure the water remains warm even in freezing temperatures. Step 2, keep it covered, keep it safe. You're going to want to make sure that your jacuzzi is well covered when not in use. This will keep out snow, ice, and other debris from getting into the spa. One thing that you can do is invest in a thermal blanket. These blankets help to retain heat and reduce evaporation. Another option that you can use is a floating thermal cover. This cover floats on the surface of your spa. This cover acts as an additional layer of insulation, and like the thermal blanket that we mentioned before, it can help reduce heat loss through evaporation. This is something that we've mentioned before, but it's always important to remember. Location, location, location. Select a spot for your hot tub that offers some natural protection from wind and cold air. You want to look for an area that has a natural windbreaker. Consider setting up a tent or gazebo for your hot tub. Having a shelter for your spa will provide additional external insulation and help protect it as well, and keep that precious heat inside of the tub. It's really great having a fun, warm relaxation option when the weather outside isn't always so inviting. Now, it is really important to make sure that you're staying safe in the cold weather. Nothing puts a damper on fun like hypothermia. When using your hot tub in the winter, keep the following safety precautions in mind. Make sure that you have an exit strategy when you're done. You don't want to go from the nice warm comfort of your jacuzzi to freezing temperatures. It's not a good idea, even for a few minutes, to be out in the cold while soaking wet. Watch out for snow or ice that has built up around your spa. It would be terrible if you biffed it climbing out of the spa. Whoops, it's cold and you've twisted your ankle. Not so much fun. Take some time to make sure that you are warm and have a safe, clear path back indoors. Next, even though it's so cold out, be mindful of the water's temperature, especially in freezing temperatures. Extremely hot water combined with the cold air can cause discomfort or even skin damage. Keep the water at a reasonable temperature, even when it's tempting to crank the heat up. Keeping the water at a reasonable heat is also overall beneficial for your jacuzzi. Keeping the heat at a reasonable level avoids excessive strain on the heater and will also help to prevent excessive heat loss. It's also very important to keep an eye on the weather forecast and to exercise caution. Do not, and I repeat, do not go hot tubbing in a blizzard. If you're hot tubbing in a blizzard, disregard our other safety tips because you're most likely gonna be a popsicle. But you guys, don't let winter keep you from enjoying a comfortable and relaxing jacuzzi. By implementing our tips and selecting a suitable model designed for winter use, you can make the most of your spa throughout the colder months. Remember to prioritize safety and maintenance to ensure that your spa remains a source of enjoyment for years and winters to come. Stay warm, you guys, and embrace your hot tub.